up, everybody? Anybody here to chat? Anybody want to talk car stuff? What kind of car do you have? What's it doing? Check engine light on? Help a brother out. Let's talk. Let's hook it up. Let's see what's going on. Chop it up. Let's go. Get online, everybody. Let's see what's going on. Yo, Mr. Paulvoline here. I'm just chilling. Ain't got nothing to do. Alright? I'm gonna go over here, hang out. Anyone got any stuff to say? To be honest with you, I don't think I've seen anybody hit. I mean, I go live. I don't think anybody has said anything. Nobody has put a comment live or anything, and I would sure love to know how that works. You know what I mean? So anybody that wants to drop in, say a few words. What kind of car you got? Are you planning on getting new tires for it? You know what? Here's one thing. Everybody that passes by my area, and I'm outside working, and we're talking every morning, every time they come for a stop, I hear screeching, I hear metal to metal. Do you know it's unsafe to drive with no brakes? Everybody that stops at the stop sign by my house here, the brakes don't work. Hey, whoever's connected, drop a line. What kind of car you got? What kind of car are you driving on the streets? Yeah, go ahead, leave now. Drop in and say a few words. Everybody that stops by at this stop sign right here all need brakes done. They're either squealing, metal to metal. I mean, they're doing something. Who's dropping by today? Come on, man. Let's say. What kind of car do you have? What's going on with it? Anything that you need to talk about today? Or just drop in and say hi. Let's try this. I've been live a few times, but not anybody's dropped by and said a few words on the channel where I could just write back or talk back to you on or anything like that, you know? Go ahead, leave. It shows me when I have somebody online and when they leave. So we're just testing it out, you know. I want to talk to y'all, see what's going on with your car. How's the AC? Cabin air filters. Have you checked your cabin air filter? Do you have a mildew smell inside your car and you don't know how to get rid of it? Do you have somebody knocking on the dashboard? That's all you hear for like 5 minutes. And then it stops on its own. I'm going to make the dog bark because I was knocking. Drop a few lines. Tell me what kind of car you got. Let me see some comments going on. Let's see some stuff say what's up or something. I need some comments. I need somebody to say something. This is what I'm testing out here. Look, I got 5 people watching, and I need some people to drop by and say what kind of car do you have. Let's talk car stuff. Oh, nice. I do see something. Hey, how's everybody doing? Okay, now, see, this is all new to me. This is all new. This message is held for review. Hello from Russia. Wow, really? I got people from Russia watching this channel? We got Maddox saying hi. Hey, people, you can join my channel, too. I just reached 1,000 subscribers. Like, join, subscribe, be a level 1, be a level 2, be a level 3. If you're a level 3, I'll send you guys air fresheners you can either use for your car, for your house. Even we throw them in the garbage can underneath the bags there to make the garbage smell like black ice. You know what I'm saying? Wow, look at everybody. Yo, what's up, David H? Where you tapping in from, David H? How many subscribers did you say you get live? Well, right now I got 10 people live. I have 1,013 subscribers now. Greetings from Israel. What is your favorite JDM car? What does JDM stand for? Yo, I'm also from Israel. Yo, what's up, everybody? I like this. And it also says there's messages being held for review. Wow. Is it because you're out of country? I'll subscribe to you, fix my truck. I need an LS1 conversion. Hey, you know what? I get a few cars that have that. I got a 75 Dodge pickup truck that came in once. I still know the guy. His name is Steve. He has a 5.3 LS1 engine in it. The AC compressor's on top. All the AC hoses and stuff redone professionally. The hoses. New condenser I put in. And a very nice truck. Body's all original, and he definitely put the 5.3. What else we got? I'll subscribe. Oh, I am from Australia. Gabriel. Wow. Nice to hear from people from all over the place, man. You guys are far. Moscow. Greetings from Moscow. I don't even know how to say your name. Vasilique. Vasilique. Man, that's nice that you guys are tapping in. I like to see people from all over the place. You guys have any questions about any AC work or brakes? I don't know anything about an LS1 swap, but I could definitely, I've definitely got a few cars in that had some swaps in. I think another one was an Impala. You know, the nice Impalas that used to look like the cop cars somewhat. 1995 or 6. They put a newer 5.3. They actually put the 5.3. I think it had a 5.7 in there. It was very nice. That was a few years ago. Can I make a very bad joke? Make that bad joke. I love to see everybody live. Please like, join, subscribe. Again, if you purchase a super thanks, I'll send you guys fragrances. I got all kinds of samples to send. Black Ice. Rolls Royce is my Black Ice. Mango Mustang's very fragrancy. Watermelon Maserati, those are cool. I mean, fragrances that you don't see and smell good from, instead of going to your parts store or even, you know, wherever you go and pick up stuff. Your local car wash or those little trees that last one day. Yeah. What else we got? What kind of cars do you work on? All American cars, really. A lot of Chevy Tahoes, a lot of Hyundais, a lot of what's the other one that's a Hyundai? Kias. I get a lot of Kias, a lot of Ford vehicles. I get a lot of Ford Expeditions. I don't like those, especially if they're 4x4. I love doing the Tahoes. That's routine over and over. It's the same situation. The Hyundais ain't that bad. I get Santa Fe's, and lately it's been a lot of the same vehicles. I'll tell you what's happened. From 24 to 2017, Chevrolet trucks, all 4 in a row that I've gotten, have had all the condensers leaking. Driver's side, upper area. It's all 4 in a row. So there's got to be some kind of manufacturing defect going on. But that makes me happy because when each one comes in, I mean, those condensers ain't cheap to buy. I think they want like $400 at the O'Reilly, so, you know, I can get one somewhere cheaper and I charge them the same price as O'Reilly's, and then you charge them to put it on. I work on, what else? I get a lot of Mustangs. I get a lot of Ford Mustangs that are always tricked out and got the superchargers and stuff. You know, those are kind of cool, but a lot of times they have their check engine lights on. So when the check engine light is on, cars don't work that well. I'll tell you that. And AC works kind of go with that too. And let me tell you something else. If you got a Kia or a Hyundai, and your AC is turning off, like after 5 minutes you start the car, check your radiator water. A lot of times on those vehicles, when the radiator water is low, the car rises in temperature. After it rises in temperature just a little bit higher than average, it shuts the AC compressor off for protection. And after it cools down and you start the car and the AC works again, but for another 5 minutes, it's because of that. One time I found out that, and the water pump was actually leaking. So instead of doing an AC kit, I got online and figured that out and tested it out and noticed that the water pump was leaking and the radiator was low on water. Fixed the water pump and filled up the radiator, let it run, and that AC never shut back off again. And most people would go out and just change their AC stuff. And the bummer part about that stuff, you get online and you find these cheap kits to buy, and then you're changing your regular Ford or Kia parts and putting these Rock Auto parts in. I like the new 2024 Mustang. They look good as hell. Yeah, 2024 Mustangs are definitely pretty nice. Cool, everybody tapping in. 24 Mustangs are nice. What about the Ford Lightning? How about the Ford Lightning? Or how does anybody feel about electric cars coming out? Electric cars, do you like them? Do you want them to take over the world? I'm going to be honest with you. I prefer gas. I've never owned an electric car. I went to go rent a car once, and they ran out of cars. And they tried to give me a, yeah, I hate them. The car rental place tried to give me an electric car. And I said, no. Can I just wait for that car that's late? And they said, yeah, but how about this? We'll give you a Dodge truck. I said, a Dodge truck? Instead of a little compact car that I wanted that would save me gas. I have an Excursion, which I just sold. I could just take the Excursion. But, I went ahead and had no choice and took the Dodge truck. But with something that has 8 gears compared to something that I have that's 2001, whoa, big difference. That Dodge truck takes off. But I will never want an electric car. I told him no on that electric car. I don't even know. I'm not stopping to charge it in. I'm not waiting for it to charge. None of that kind of stuff. What kind of cars you guys like? Or Israel, what kind of cars are over there? I mean, is it like the same Nissans as we have and stuff? Are electric cars big outside the U.S.? Tick cop. I love your hair. Well, thanks. I cut it myself. I don't know how that's a bad joke, though. What's wrong with my hair? Looks terrible. I am from Australia. Tony, I subscribe you fix my truck. Greetings from Moscow. What is DSP? We got a lot of electric cars and a lot of Kias. David, where are you in again? Greetings from Switzerland. Hey, my name is Paul as well. Nice. Switzerland. I'm in Arizona, Phoenix, where it's like 115 degrees today. It's hot. That's why we got to keep everybody's ACs going. That's why I talk a lot about AC. It's all I know. It's all I've ever done. I went from being a quiet kid to working in a lube shop, reading all the brochures and watching people sell stuff. I kind of learned to do that too. So once you learn a lot of brochures and you understand what you're selling, it's easy to get in and learn how to sell. So I wanted to learn how to sell, to get into management, taking over a couple stores. And people used to just tell me, you could do this on your own. So 2008, 2011. 2011 is when I decided I was going to go out on my own. So I've been all out on my own. This is my 13th year on my own, Mr. AC, Phoenix, Arizona. And I've learned a lot. One thing good about that is like I didn't go to school to learn this stuff. It's all hands-on. One guy I liked, hung around with, taught me the basics, and he taught me all the wrong stuff. He was the salesman. That's all he was. He was very bad at doing AC work, but he's the one I followed, and that's who I learned off of, and I've gotten better because I've done it myself, all hands-on. So you learn how to do things hands-on. Stop cheating. Stop looking at YouTube. No way, great name. I feel it's the same here. Hell yeah, I feel that. Hell yeah, right? I feel all that. Let's keep it gas cars. Again, throw me out some of your favorite cars out there. Or what cars would you not want to own? Let's throw that out there. What kind of cars can you not stand? Like for me, the Genesis. The Genesis is like, I see one every 2 weeks on the road. I had to do a radiator on one. Oh man, a pain. I had to do that. Actually, the same when I did the AC compressor on. The AC compressor was easier than the radiator. But some of them cars are just, I don't care for no Genesis. Mazdas are not really my favorite kind of car. But to do AC on them, they're pretty easy. So I invite them anytime. Me, myself, I own a GMC. 2002 GMC Sonoma. So it's just a little truck. But I take care of it. It's pretty clean. But I love everybody throwing in some comments. This is my first time staying online this long and actually talking to people. I usually just try to do all the talking, show what I'm doing when I'm working and stuff. And it's fun. I'm a fan of Japanese cars just because they are really reliable. Yeah, Nissans and Toyotas, for sure. I'll take a Tacoma any day. This is the bumper part. They cost so much. And even when they're 20 years old, they still cost a lot. And when that transmission goes out, it's going to cost you a little bit more than it's going to cost you that Chevrolet S10 that I have getting fixed. You know what I mean? And you can always find somebody that's done a Chevy. There's a lot of Chevy people out there. There's not too many people say, hey, yo, I worked at Toyota. So I kind of keep it Ford, Chevy. And I like older ones. I love older ones. Yeah, I'll tell you my favorite one. Have you ever seen the movie Christine? It's an older 80s movie. And I like the 2016 M5, but they are pain to work on. German cars are a pain. I don't really take in any no Mercedes, no BMWs, none of those no Jaguars. It's not a car that you get every day to work on. I like the cars that you see every day. Dodge trucks. I love working on Dodge trucks. Dodge trucks doing AC work is fun. Cars, yeah, I don't care for Mercedes and stuff like that. It's just too complicated. Older ones, Impalas. I love Impalas from, the 58. The 58 was, for that year, known to be the car with the most chrome. 1958 Impala. My favorite was the 1960. When I was in high school, my friend, his brother had a 1960 El Camino. Man, looked old, but it's still my favorite car because it was old and I, young, and I was into old cars. I didn't own a car back then yet. I didn't get a car until I was 18. My mom said you ain't driving my car, so I didn't get my license till I turned 18. One of my cars is a 1976 Fiat Miraflora, and it's the car that gives the least of the issues. Nice. I'm gonna look at that because I don't think I've ever heard of that car before. I will definitely look that up. There's not too many Fiats here in America. And if they are, those little tiny radio controlled looking cars. Um, Now that Dodge is the owner, or Fiat owns Dodges, but I mean, they don't. That's still a Dodge here, really, to a lot of people. But Fiats, yeah, it's not a name that carries too big here, but they're out there. Yeah, they're more of a European car. They're out here, but there's just not that many. We're barely getting into the era where cars are getting small like those. We have like the Sonic. I think it's a Chevy Sonic. You have the Buick Encore. It's just a little tiny car. They're nice. Don't get me wrong, but not my kind of car. I need a car that's a little bit more bigger. Before I had the Excursion, I had a 2001 Chevy Tahoe. Fun to drive. I love that. That engine's just powerful. But I wanted to upgrade because I had a travel trailer and I needed something, and I got the 2001 Ford Excursion V10. Yeah, but the Christine car that I was talking about earlier from that movie, look that up and take a look at what kind of car that is if you're not familiar. It's a 1958 Plymouth Fury. Beautiful car, and it doesn't even have to be red. I'll take a black, yellow, green, orange. I'd paint it myself, but I love that car. It's always been a stylish car. Them 50s and 60s cars were always very nice cars. I actually have a card set called the Chevy Set 2, 1992. I have all 100 card sets, and it's all Chevys. All Chevys, Impalas and Bel Airs and all kinds of Chevys. And on the back it talks about what engines were available then, talked about how much the car was. Like a 1964 Impala back in 1964 only cost like $2,200. Can you believe that? Yes, it's a lot of money back then, but man, sure sounds better, don't it? What up, man? I just want to tell you that I am glad we're created on this earth. It's a better place with you in it. Peace and love. Jarrett Barker, thank you very much. Thank you very much. When there's positive people around, it makes you want to watch more positive things. I'm not here ranting. I'm just here enjoying that everybody's visiting my page. 1967 Mustangs are beautiful, and yes, David, that's a very nice car. And a very nice show. Have you ever watched the show Cars That Made America? If you haven't, check that out. It talks about how Ford made the line of vehicles, how cars were produced in a line manufacturing, now how everything is nowadays. Your burgers just go down the line and get made. It's a great show, great show, and they have many more, like Food That Made America. There's a couple more. Food That Made America is really good too, because back when the Prohibition was around, one of the beer companies couldn't sell their liquor anymore. They got into the cheese. They got into making cheese. And even Kraft said it was okay for that guy to sell the copycat cheese that they were making, but Kraft got a profit. And also, after the Prohibition was over, Kraft ended up buying the cheese company that Pabst, I think it was Pabst Beer, but don't quote me on that. But one of the beer companies ended up doing that, and Kraft ended up buying them out anyways after the Prohibition, and that company went back to making beer. But it's a great show. You got to check it out. Yeah, I'm sure they can. Those cars are, there's probably not many left. My dogs are barking. I don't know what they're barking at. Maybe the mailman's coming. I'm expecting some mail. But how's everybody digging to today's little get together? I'd like to do this some more and have everybody, chime in, and I'll try to come up with some better stuff to say. Right now, we're just doing live. We're just being ourselves and talking car stuff. Somebody's out there. Oh, all right, we out.